All right, welcome back to the second match of our doubleheader today. Vengeance Season 7 semifinals playoffs. We just watched the number 1 seeded BD take down the number 4 seeded Hot to advance to the finals. And right now we're going to be watching the number 2 seeded PG Plex Guards up against the number 3 seeded Killer. On PG, we have Spiral, Ninja Dog, the Fat Willy, and Chain. And then on Killer, we've got Amar, Vinny, Ghost Killer, and Hugo. Both of these teams ended up with a 3-1 record, 14 points in the standings, but PG gets the number 2 seed based on what I think perhaps our flags scored. I'm not sure, but anyway, we'll figure that out. Despero will tell us. But yeah, so PG ends up the higher seed here. And so taking a look at their home fields, we've got map 14 for PG. So PG's home field is Mephitic Waste, which we saw in week 4 of the regular season. So interesting choice to pick a map. It's always an interesting choice to pick a map that is played in the regular season, because that means that every team has touched that map, every team has experience on it, and every team has played it. So, you know, it's not like you're going to come out and surprise them with some strategy that, you know, they're not familiar with. So there's always a bit of a risk there. But I mean, you know, if your team is good enough, doesn't really matter, right? And then for Killer, they've chosen map 20, Cold Sweats. The other side of that is that even though Cold Sweats was not in the regular season this season, everybody's played map 20 1,000 times, just 1,000 times. So, you know, you're not really going to be able to, you know, sneak anything out against people there either. It's a more classic map. It definitely plays a bit more like a classic map in the sense that it is smaller, it's more compact, and, you know, like in contrast to map 14, which is also quite small, map 14 just has a little bit more of an advanced gameplay. You know, there's a lot of rocket jumping there. There's a lot of different strategies that you can utilize. So, you know, map 20 is just more of your classic grind fest, although, you know, in the last couple of years, I guess couple might extend out to like decade, right? Players have started to rocket jump a lot more across the middle of the map. So, you know, there's definitely that aspect of rocket jumping that exists in both maps, but I would say map 20 is definitely more of your grind fest, because most players are only rocket jumping on their way out if they have the flag. Nobody's really rocket jumping on their way in, which you can't really say about map 14. So it'll be interesting to watch these two teams go up against each other. You know, PG, maybe not famously, but I do believe Despero sat himself as team captain in the second round of their match on Mephitic Waste this season in week 4. So, you know, they've proven that they can do quite well even without their captain. But on the other hand, I played against Killer this season, and Vinny is one hell of a defender. And they didn't even actually play Ghost Killer. They played Hugo. So they've also proven that they can succeed without their main lineup. Amar is a hell of a runner, and you know, Ghost Killer in his own right can really play any position really well. So, you know, not having seen Ghost Killer actually play map 14 in the match last week, that could be a bit of a twist for PG to get used to, because they don't really have like the demos to scour over to say, okay, what was Ghost Killer doing? They don't know. So that could be an advantage to Killer. I would say, you know, these two teams, not only just based on the seeding, but just their overall results all season, the way these teams are put together, they're very similar. This is going to be, I would say, a longer match, tougher one to predict than the first match. Like, you know, for the most part, right? Like, you have a number 1 seed, they're going up against a number 4 seed. If I was a betting man, which I'm not, you know, you'd say the number 1 seed's going to come out on top. When it's 2 versus 3, and especially where their points are the same, as we try to vote kick somebody out of the server, you know, it's a harder game to predict. So I realized I didn't make a prediction at the beginning of the last match because we just kind of jumped right into it. But, you know, I suppose if I had to make a prediction, you know, part of me would say, like, PG is the more well-rounded team in the sense that, like, you could sit some of your players and put your 4th in, and, you know, it would add a different dynamic to your team. You know, Chain is a different player than Shane or even Ninja Dog, right? So it just changes up how your team plays. Whereas I think with Killer, you know, you've really, not that Vinny can run really well, Vinny can defend really well, but it almost seems like they've, you know, figured out what their positions are going to be for the season, and they've perfected that. So, you know, PG has a little bit more wiggle room to change things up, try different things out. So, based on that alone, like, I feel like PG might come out on top of this one, but I would not in any way, shape, or form be surprised if Killer took the match. So, yeah, can we play? Like, we are now 6 minutes. I'm trying to fill the air with things to talk about, but I would like to commentate a match soon. Please get started. I can't keep talking. People are filing into the server, though, so that's great. Not sure what the starting lineups are going to be. Looks like for PG, though, it'll be Despairel, the Fat Willy, and Ninja Dog, so I would imagine perhaps Hugo may sit in round 1, but let's take a look and see. Should be getting started here soon.
Vote now.
I don't know what we're waiting for. I'm drinking coffee as I talk. You can drink coffee while you play. Not that hard, people. But we have a vote out.
Vote passed.
Some people are voting no for some reason, but the vote has passed. We're about to jump into map 14, Mephitic Waste. And yes, confirming that Killer is Vinny, Ghost Killer, and Amar to start off. Let's see how it goes. Off we go. We're going to follow Vinny right off the bat. Vinny was doing some great stuff on D last week on this map. Going to be tough to get through. And as we've seen from Vinny, too, in the past, Amar gets a touch here. As we've seen from Vinny in the past, he is known for, you know, defending really, really well and then going for a touch out of nowhere. The Fat Willy just barreling across. Ninja Dog gets the pickup, but gets taken down. Flag returned. But they are... PG is swarming the base right now. They cannot... Oh, okay, well, great return from Killer because PG had some really great, if not hesitant, teamwork running there. Ghost Killer almost makes it to the middle. He's going to help clear the base for his teammate before he runs out. Sees two guys coming into his own base, so again, he's going to help out. So it looks like Ghost Killer is playing that mid-defensive helper role here. Gets the return. Amar almost out. Oh. Well, that was awesome. Amar made it out. Gets killed right in front of his flag, but there was Vinny to pick it up and score it. So Killer with the first capture here. Again, not surprising, but I mean, if you look at it on paper, this is PG's home field, so. Shane almost had the jump over. Let's see, can't, oh, I heard that rocket jump, and just like that, in a few seconds, Ninja Dog, I'm sorry I missed that, but Ninja Dog just rocket jumped his way out of that base and scored that flag in a few seconds. So we are all tied up, 1-1. And like I said, that's something you really have to watch out for, that you're not going to see those kinds of captures on map 20. But here we go again. Let's see if we can see it. Ninja Dog makes the jump, out and over, 4 seconds, if that. So just like that. And Shane does the same thing. So just like that, PG goes up 3-1. Killer needs to get control over this before it goes haywire fast. Fat Willie is out. Didn't rocket jump that time, but here we go. It is 4-1. I mean, 4 flags in the course of, a minute. Unexpected, but it just shows you how fast this map can change for you. Pretty crazy. Ghost Killer not really utilizing the rocket jumping all too much, but still had a good opportunity there. Yeah, I mean, when this map becomes one-dimensional, when it becomes like Cold Sweats is when you're not rocket jumping, so then it becomes quite difficult to get out with the flag. Good return from Amar. Let's watch Amar for a bit. Amar is the primary runner here.
Red flag dropped.
Yeah, having trouble. Despero loves to defend from that top area. He's really good at it, but it makes it so hard for anyone that's running. Oh, and there you go. I saw him run across there. That was very fast. Okay, well, it started off in a great spot for Killer. Went up 1-0, but PG blew the doors open. So what can Killer do to adjust? They need to stop that rocket jumping. Whatever they can do, they need to make sure that that does not happen, because there were 5 scores there that happened like flag to flag, 5 seconds. So that's it. That's your adjustment. Stop that. Because the rest of it, they were playing great. That map can be very unforgiving, as I well know. You can feel really great on that, but then you can lose it in a split second. So, congrats to PG on making that happen, just like that. Like, that was some amazing teamwork on their end. Like, the rocket jumps were on point. So let's see if they can do it again, and that'll be a lot of momentum to take into that round 3. Teams are discussing how to change. I imagine Killer is, having conversations about what they can do differently. Maybe they'll switch Amara onto D. I don't know.
Vote now.
I'd say anyone on Killer is fully capable of defending. So,
Vote failed.
if you can stop the other team from scoring, that's a victory in and of itself. You end the match 0-0, which I don't think would ever happen on map 14, but if you can do that, that's a win for Killer. But I like that they're, communicating about this. I think it's, this is not...
Vote now.
This is not the time to be sort of blasé about it. Like, this is the semifinals. This is your opportunity to get to the finals. So, discuss as much as you can. Come up with a strategy that's going to work for you.
Vote passed.
We're jumping in. Let's see what Killer is able to adjust here. Looks like PG is going to get a little cocky and play Dispearl, Ninja Dog, and Chain, despite the success that they had in round 1. So let's see. Looks like Killer's going to roll out sort of the same strategy here with Vinny on D, which is totally fine. You know, some adjustments maybe needed to be made in their communication, but you know, you always got to wonder. I'll tell a story after this. I played this map a couple seasons ago, did really well in round 1, and I said I want to play my 4th. I want to give him an opportunity to play. Put him in there. We lost round 2, reverted back to the main lineup in round 3, and lost. So it's, you know, sometimes when you mess with your momentum, you know, just to be sort of inclusive, doesn't work out to your favor, but let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. Ghost Killer still doing a good job of supporting Vinny. And it's such a hard position to be in as mid where, you know, you have the job of helping both your runner and your defender. It's a fine line you have to play on. Because any wrong move can cost you. A lot less pressure this round from PG. And Dispearl not jumping down. But, you know, they were able to make the return there at the last second, so doesn't matter how you get the return. Ninja Dog just running right out, gets taken down. Chain running out again. Here we go. Gets taken down and return. Great return from Amar, honestly, and even better kill there from Chain. Ninja Dog, oh, it's like nobody saw him? I don't know. They just decided to ignore him, but here we go. Oh! Great reaction time from Ghost Killer. Chain hit his head.
Red flag, blue flag returned. Blue flag taken. Red flag taken.
Okay, Ghost Killer gets the pickup, not able to capitalize. You can see, though, that the change in lineup here, by this time in round 1, we had already had like 5 captures, I think, combined on the team. So, and there you go. Okay, just like round 1, though, Killer takes the first flag. Let's see if PG can do what they did in round 1. But you have to wonder whether taking out your player to put in another person was the right move or not. Well, when you're Ninja Dog and you can do this, you know, remains to be seen. But where is Amar? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. There you go. They tied it up. So very, very, you know, reminiscent, similar to round 1. Ninja Dog had that where it sort of blew the doors open. And he doesn't want to die, so that's Ninja Dog for you. And doesn't want to die from that either. Another rocket jump from Ninja Dog. He has perfected that, but he gets taken down. Let's see if they can get the return. Ooh, Vinny. Come on. Somebody get it. Oh my god. Well, now we've got a standoff here. Amar and Dispearl. Oh man. Oh. Can we get it? Oh my god. That was so clutch from Amar. And he gets the return. And he gets the pickup again. Okay. That was amazing. I'm glad I was watching the right player there. Someone jumped into the red base. Ninja Dog has it. Okay, great rocket jump from Amar. Amar gets over, grabs the health. He is safe. He can see the flag runner. Now they have to return their own flag. Ooh, gets taken from behind. Let's see. Red flag return, but here is Dispearl coming out through the rocket. He's probably going to Maybe rocket jump.
Blue flag taken.
Okay.
Red flag.
Great series of returns there. Amar with the pickup. Amar across. Can't get over. But still, great teamwork from Killer to manage that whole sequence. You know, they've been playing with this lineup primarily all season, so that's experience there. Knowing what your teammates are going to do and how to help them. See, Ninja Dog got the jump, though. But Amar comes out of nowhere. Gets the return. So that's what they weren't getting in round one. They were not getting those returns. Ninja Dog was just walking freely over into the base after rocket jumping. So good adjustments so far. We are a little bit more than halfway through of round two. Okay, Amar's just going crazy. Someone's got to grab the flag. Somebody grab the flag. Nobody grabbed it. He's going to rocket jump. Oh my god. At some point, please grab the flag. You know, you have to wonder whether playing team deathmatch there impacted your ability to make some moves, but PG tied it up 2-2. Let's follow Vinny for a bit.
Blue flag return.
Oh, gets the double kill. Almost gets the pick up there. That was a good sequence from him.
Red flag.
Ninja Dog grabs it. He's got some help. Okay. But he's right back at it. Oh, okay, he's going for the blue armor. Coming back, grabbing the rocket launcher, so he is gonna... He's gonna take advantage of that blue armor, although he misses the jump. He can still make it happen. He's gonna rocket jump right out. He's got a lot of health available to him. Red knows it. He's still able to take him down, but... See, Chain waiting. Chain out. They get the return. Chain right back at it. Not wasting any time, but Vinny takes him down. Sparrow saw him. Yeah, much slower match than round one, obviously.
Red flag.
Okay, Chain, I believe he tried a rocket jump, didn't work out. Amar, oof. Yeah, didn't have enough health there, so he tried to kill the guy behind him, but nice, just run. Okay. Almost. Amar's making some good moves here.
Red flag taken. Red flag return. Red flag taken.
Ghost Killer. Ooh. Nice rocket from Chain.
Red flag taken. Blue flag taken.
Ninja Dog with a rocket jump. He's got to make the jump here. Can't do it. Great job.
Flag return. Blue flag taken.
Just to cut that down. Amar running out. Can't get there.
Red flag.
Chain. Chain makes it over. Do they get the return? They don't. Ninja Dog picks it up and gets the lift jump to score the flag really quickly. So, still a minute left here. As we saw in round one, anything can happen in a minute. But that was performed by PG, not Killer. So let's see if Killer can put something together here.
Blue flag taken. Red flag taken.
Okay. Chain with a touch, not able to do anything with that.
Blue flag return.
Amar again. Oh, you knew that's how that was going to end.
Red flag taken.
Two guys in here. Takes down Sparrow. Daryl, stop spawning near me. Amar just runs out, but Ninja Dog is out with the flag, so what do you do?
Blue flag return.
And that's probably going to do it. Unfortunate.
Blue flag return.
here comes Chain. Will they make it 5? Will they make it 5? No. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of hairy there for PG for a bit, but they managed to pull it together. Obviously, this lineup not as dominant as, you know, as their lineup from round 1, but still able to come out with the win. A very strong win, by the way. Not trying to talk badly about anybody. It was still a strong win. You just got to wonder sometimes about those decisions because, you know, you're sure about the first one, the first lineup, but not entirely sure about the second. So, but here we are. PG is up 2-0. All they got to do is win one more round on Killer's home field, map 20, to advance to the finals against BD. But yes, let's see what happens here on map 20. This map may favor Killer a bit more. Killer, I would say, a bit fraggier as a whole, as a team. So that could help them coming into map 20. But as we saw, the real difference-making that happened in those first 2 rounds were the rocket jumps, and those were primarily done by PG. I'm not sure that Killer really did a lot of rocket jumping in that first round, or the first 2 rounds, rather. So could that be the difference-making in round 3 as well? Those rocket jumps with the flag out into your own base. Tough to say. Looks like PG is back to that round 1 lineup of Despairl, the Fat Willy, and Ninja Dog. Killer is sticking with the 3 that have been playing. Like I said, though, map 20 is a map that everyone's played, so it's really just going to come down to the opportunities that you have in any given game and the communication and teamwork that you have. So tough to make a prediction here.
Welcome to capture the flag.
Okay, Killer clears it. Vinny grabs armor and health. Defending from the middle, which I think is the right move. You really don't, typically, unless you're trying to create a scenario where you're inviting the other team into your base to free up the pressure in the middle, you really want to be defending from the middle on this map and really trying to crush the other team into submission, and forcing your way out with the flag. Let's watch Despairl here. Almost got the SSG, misses it, but probably good for him that Vinny killed him there. Stray rocket. Okay, first flag touch. Lasts for about 2 seconds. Yeah, just a lot of fragging. I mean, we've had 2 touches, and actually PG hasn't touched the flag once. And as soon as I say that, they're probably going to touch it. But yeah, only 2 touches. Both have come from Killer. So 2 minutes of not very exciting stuff here. Killer with another touch, taken down almost immediately. But I mean, you know, tying this round is not bad for Killer.
Double kill.
Can't really tie can't tie 2 rounds in a row, but you can at least tie 1. Sometimes it's about sneaking in. I'm not sure I would have taken that shot there, but you know, now we're just criticizing every little move. Okay, that was PG's first touch from Disperal. It might have been less than a second. I don't know. Okay, another one. Hey, at least he got down the hall there. That was exciting. I tried the rocket jump over, so he's trying to prove me wrong. Are you listening, Disperal? I think you are. Either that or he's just bored. Okay, well that did something, but they obviously know he's there. Missed out on the jumping. Well, at least you're giving me some entertainment. Thank you. Vinny on a rampage. Okay, this could be a good opportunity, but no. But no. See what the Fat Willie is doing. Gonna get a touch here. Empty base. Really good opportunity. Going nowhere. Four minutes into the most electrifying round in Doom history. Disperal with a touch. Gets through the teleporter, makes it to the middle. He's over. That's probably a cap. Yep. And now, that's... Yeah, I mean, somebody already said GG's on that one, but it's probably going to be 5 minutes of hell for Killer to try and score a flag here. Good run from Disperal.
Double kill.
Whenever you can come through the teleporter and get that jump over to the ledge there without hitting anything, you know you're in a pretty good spot. And obviously we know Disperal is one of those guys who his movement is immaculate. He knows angles better than anybody.
Double kill.
One of the community's best well-known speedrunners. Amar had an opportunity there. I think the flag is sitting up on the top. The Fat Willie returned it. So Amar has got to do that again and not die. But
Red flag taken. Red flag drop. Red flag returned. Red flag, blue flag taken.
Disperal with another touch. He's gonna do it again. He's over, and that's a second cap. Ooh, flag wasn't there. Now it is. Disperal hugs the wall.
Killing spree.
Yeah.
Blue flag returned.
I mean, historically, on this map, going down 2-0, probably not going to come back from that, but just a lot of killing going on right now. Coming up on 3 minutes left in this match. Killer is having a really hard time getting any touches. PG just decided to turn on frag everything mode. Is Disperal going to do it again? Oop, Disperal's going to go for the rocket jump. Here we go. He got the rocket jump. Hit the ceiling. Okay, Killer got the return there. Okay, Mert says that PG will score at 136, so let's see.
Double kill.
Disperal with another touch. Somebody spawns. Somebody spawns again. He seems Shocked that nobody came through the teleporter. Okay, nobody came through again. Okay, good return from... And, yeah. Amar was unfortunately killed there through the teleporter. We got 2 minutes left. It's a really, really tall task for them to be able to score 2 flags, but they are trying. They're not giving up. Amar spawn fragging. Too bad. Good opportunity. Go, go, go. Oh, okay, well, let's see. Okay, Killer gets a flag over, but where is Disparol? Where is Disparol? Let's find him. Oh, he is... This is going to be impossible. But how many rockets does he have left? None. He's out of rockets. So all he can do now is sit there. But they don't know, right? They don't know that he's out of rockets. So they're coming to get him. All right, can they score? Because you know that Blue's going to be waiting there for him. Come on, come on, come on. All right, you got a minute left. A minute left to tie it up.
1 minute warning.
They can do it. At this point, there's no reason to be defending. No reason anymore. You need to get those flags out. 40 seconds left. Not sure if Amar's on voice, so it's possible that his teammates don't know where he dropped the flag, which makes it more difficult in a time crunch like this, where, you know, waiting 10 seconds for the flag to return or whatever is not great. Disparol with another touch. I mean, this is one reason to be defending, but, you know. 15 seconds. Something crazy has got to happen right now. Killer is all taken down. 10 seconds left. You know, great season from Killer. Was really fun to watch them play. But congratulations to PG. They have punched their ticket to the finals against BD. So we are going to see the number 1 and the number 2 seed going up against each other in the finals. We'll see Sharon Orbit, and we'll see Mephitic Waste as the home field maps. Great games today. Looking forward to the finals next week. Great seasons for Hot and Killer. And yeah, I assume that, you know, either next Saturday or Sunday we will see the finals between BD and PG. So we will catch you there. Thanks for watching.